When people listened to Jesus' parables, were they actively imagining the scenes that he described, or were they so absorbed in his words that their minds stayed focused and still?
You're under my skin, trying to fix me again. Nowhere left to begin. I'm a broke down boy.
The world has told us that we need to lose our imagination, and when I think back about my life, I think I'm right there with everyone. I've lost my imagination until recently. The only things that I can ever recall imagining were things of this world, like new cars and big vacations and new clothes and all of the things that the world says that we need. And as I was making this video, I didn't realize how much I'm in my imagination now. And I think that's been a part of my journey of growing closer to the Lord. But I'm having a full circle moment, because when I was thinking about imaginations, I was thinking about all the things I just said, plus my job. And it was always a dream of mine to be able to work full-time as a creative. And as I'm sitting here today, I'm getting ready to go shoot a video shoot. So the old saying, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And I think it's like, if God gives it to you, just trust that it's gonna happen. Like, he gave me that seed, and I didn't even trust ever that I would ever be here. So that's what I'm working on today. Gotta go knock out this video shoot and hopefully not lose myself in my imagination.
Does the hustle and bustle of life make our imaginations dull?
Is this childlike imagination something that I'm finding because I have space and time to allow it?
Is this a godly thing, and is it biblical? So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. If you hear a bunch of background noise, it's because my daughters are currently in the middle of a back-to-school pool party, and there's like 10 or 15 little girls running around my house right now. So say a prayer for the Reed, say a prayer for me and my wife. If you're wondering if this past week, if I was able to get into the Word of God more than the week prior, the answer is yes. Yes, I was, but I wasn't able to do it quite as much as I wanted because I spent a lot of time in my godly imagination. And you see, like once a month at our church, we do a first Sunday service, which is like a traditional church service where our pastor gets up and he preaches. And in that service, he said something that struck me. It hit me. I was like, ooh, that's good. Not like a, ooh, that's good, pastor. Yeah, that's good. Like a, ooh, like I relate to that so much. I'm going to play that clip right now, and then we'll pick back up on the other side.
But one day you will stand before the Lord, and he will judge you accordingly. And this is why we need to understand that we have a fearful responsibility, because my greatest worry as I'm rising up to meet the Lord in the sky to go home is that I'm going to meet him face to face, and he's going to give me a big hug, and he's going to say, well done, Andy. And then he's going to tell me, what about this guy? Why didn't you ever mention this to your friend? Why didn't you ever say this to your family? Why didn't you ever say this to your neighbor? My fear is that one day, when I get there, I'll see the people that I knew that I never had the boldness to preach the gospel to, heading the other direction. Because one day, God will stand on the harvest floor, and he'll separate the wheat from the chaff. And there will be people that go one way, and there'll be people that go the other. Good people don't go to heaven. Saved people do.
I think this is what sparked it. I think this was the clip. It was in this moment when I heard this, sitting in service, that I was like, wow, dude, what all these imagination running wild that I've had for years is normal. Now, I haven't directly envisioned what he spoke about being in heaven and seeing our loved ones fall, but like, I do envision heaven. I do envision myself being there. I do envision like what it was like living with Jesus and being in the shoes of people that were around him. Like, I've envisioned all of that. And so this past week, as I was out in the field, what you saw at the beginning of the video looked pretty much like a normal day for me this week. I was in the car a lot. I had a ton of seat time, which means I had a lot of time with the Lord, quiet time with the Lord. And I was just like, Lord, man, I have been in this position where I am like meditating and thinking about heavenly, godly things, and no one in my past life has ever told me that this was a part of the process. And I'm just still so grateful to be able to sit here today and be like, what you showed me, that seed that you sowed to me so many years ago, I'm living right now. And it took like all of this, I think I said at the beginning of the video, to come full circle for me to like hit me like a freight train and be like, wow, like you were working the entire time. Check this out. My camera broke this week, dropped it off a tripod. I'm week 2 of the vlog and I'm already breaking cameras. This bad boy's been with me since day 1, and now it's gonna be an ornament on my Christmas tree this year. The old Nikon D5100. She's busted.
When we worship God with our own intellect, it often limits our experience to what we can reason and understand. Our imagination allows us to experience God in ways that go beyond our analytical mind. It helps us envision the beauty, the glory, and the mysteries of God. Through imagination, we can glimpse heavenly realities, cultivate a sense of awe and wonder, and open ourselves up to the fullness of God's presence.
Spiritual imagination is actually biblical.
So please light your fire, baby, show me who you wanna be. Don't leave your ignition at my doorstep, at my doorstep.
Another week on this endless journey of pursuing the Lord. W's in the chat.
When you're always on my mind, this time around it's fine with me. Fine with me. Fine.
After last week's video went live, I had multiple people reach out to me and say, hey, Cody, if you want to start a Bible study, I'd be more than happy to help you with that, or I want to get involved with that. I've had people come and say, hey, I want to come alongside you on this journey of exploration and learning more about the God of the universe. And I didn't expect for all of this to happen so early, but if we're going to gather a group of people together, let's do it now. Let's gather a group of people together. So if that's something that interests you, simply send me an email or put a comment at the bottom of this video, and I'd be more than happy to reach out. We'll gather everybody together and see what the God of the universe has in store for all of us. I'll see you guys next week.
Flowers that bloom, why